Back in the late 1960s and early 70s, Formula 5000 was about as close as you could get to Formula 1 without actually being in Formula 1. Formula 1 now is all about high downforce, high-tech, hybrid wizardry. But back then, things were different. Things were simpler. Formula 5000 is about simple mechanics, raw power and brute force. You've got steel and aluminium monocoque chassis, you've got massive slick tyres, you've got thunderous stock block Chevy V8 engine. To many people, Formula 5000 represents everything motorsport should be. Motorsport at its best, at its most beautiful, at its most magnificent. Today, at Donington Park, Autosport will follow in the footsteps of legends such as Mario Andretti, Brian Redman, Jody Scheckter. Today, Autosport drives Formula 5000, and I can't wait to get started.
Formula 5000 grew out of American racing, where they used stock block engines in single-seaters. Really began to get purchased in the late 60s, and by the mid-70s was, after the demise of Can-Am, the biggest category in America. A lot of heroes, a lot of money, a lot of expertise, and Lolas were king of the hill.
We're here, it's time. I'm ensconced in the Lola. We've got gear lever down on my right, H-pattern gearbox, so no paddle shift, no electronics to help me out, it's just pure mechanics. Fifth back towards me, fourth ahead of me, third back towards me, second ahead of me. Display's pretty simple, rev counter in the middle. Press the button, fire up, full beans, and away we go. Rolling down the Donington pit lane. Incredible sound when you fire it up. Let's go! There's Walter's red gate. Should be second or third gear, we'll see when we get there. Sounds obvious, but what strikes you most about driving a Formula 5000 car is how insanely fast they still are. These may be old cars in racing terms, but they remain so capable on track, with huge power and grip. It doesn't have much downforce, but as soon as you enter the crane of curves for the first time, you feel everything it has. What seems to hold F5000 cars back is the fact you can't really tip them into corners on the brakes. The engine completely dominates the experience and also accounts for a large part of the car's weight, so the potential pendulum effect is worse than the original Porsche 911 Turbo, and that car was named the Widowmaker.
Compared to the average European car, which normally is relatively light, much more a racing development of engine, gearboxes and so on. The major factor is the engine. You have a big Chevrolet steel-blocked, heavy engine behind you. So whereas a Formula 1 car, to a degree you can hustle, you can change your mind. With a 5000 car, you really don't want to surprise it. If you allow for that, I think they are stunning racing cars. They really are.
Everything about this car is old school. The heavy steering, the manual gear change, the heat of the engine, all served up while your brain is trying to adjust to ferocious speed. It is brutal.
Around here, they're probably half a second a mile slower than an equivalent historic Formula 1 car. And when you think of the values and the cost of running them and the cost of the engines, it just shows how good they were in period.
Racing cars that are so high on mechanical drama and low on driver aids just don't exist these days, which makes the raw speed, not to mention this car's achievements, all the more impressive. Lola should be deservedly proud of the T332's legacy.